looking right into the camera. Interface, trash, garbage. Menus, garbage.
The second beta for Fate of Furious City of the Wolves has come out. And it seems like it's been positive feedback. It seems like they've come and actually put some things on this. And now some people are still saying that, hey, yes, the rollback is like the rollback isn't like quite the best rollback, but it is like great enough. And then you do have some people here and there that's basically saying like, well, it's still taking me like 30 seconds to find a match each time. But it ain't like, most people are saying they're finding matches and it ain't like, 115 hours like it was for the last beta. So Mr. Game and Live has played it a lot. I've just been like researching online and stuff like that. And apparently MC Amazing just has on a red hat. I'm just but
and you got on your dad's suit, so I mean, like, it is what it is.
Bro, this is my finally, super expensive, more than your suit jacket too I got on. So
this is so funny to watch.
But yeah, so basically, what's everybody's thoughts on the second beta? What they've seen and stuff like that. So I guess I can go ahead and go since I've been talking about I've been trying to ease into this. I've been trying to like go into this topic, but for me, it's just great to see that everybody's enjoying it. Basically, if you watched the podcast before last, I basically spent 2 minutes and 30 seconds on here just begging to the camera, no analysis, no breakdown, no nothing, just pleading SNK, please fix it, please do it right. You got the means, you can do this, figure it out. We don't do us like this. We need you. Like we need 3 games, within the FGC doing great all at one time. We seeing what's happening with Tekken 8 right now. Hopefully they fix that. Guilty Gear Strive is going down here. It seems like Street Fighter 6 is the only one that's holding it down as far as like, big behemoths in the scene. So we need you to pull through. And it seems like they've pulled through. They got the internet fixed. They got the matchmaking fixed. People are able to find matches. Now, one thing people are saying is just that when it comes to like, navigating like the interface, implementing their codes, just how it navigates, that's still a little bit difficult. Some people are saying it's like some of the worst stuff that they've ever dealt with. But see, the thing about it is, if you prioritize the main things, if the matchmaking is good, if I have good connections when I'm in the match, I can find a match quickly and all that other stuff. A lot of people are able to like work with you on some of the stuff that's minor. Like, yeah, like it's wonky to navigate this, but I'll learn it because the game is fun, connection smooth, blase. Yeah, the thing's ugly, but I'm having a fun time like playing the game and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it seemed like y'all basically told some middle schooler for to throw up a PowerPoint presentation, and y'all basically was like, okay, we'll add that is like the main interface. He just added a picture here, a picture there, and just different. That's I ain't gonna lie, it's ugly to me. But people are able to put up with it because it's like when I get into the game, I'm having a fun time. And then with Cristiano Ronaldo basically coming in and basically showing this among eyes, I feel like this is one of the greatest games that if you just nowadays, if you can get a good representation of a well-balanced, you got offensive and defensive option type fighting game, not dealing with like what people say in Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 right now, it's like offensive heavy mayhem and all this other stuff. I feel like this is a game that is a good game that you could point to people and say, hey, play this. This could be pretty good. So I'm just glad that they fixed this. I'm glad that, they went ahead and worked it out. But it does seem like that most of their budget did just go to like one marketing because this game is being put everywhere. Boxing, big boxing event, basically anything sports major event that Saudi got going on that they can put their hands on, they're promoting this game. So marketing is like a big ton of their budget. Then, at least they made sure that the game was actually like, the gameplay was amazing. So you could see that they went very well with that. Cristiano Ronaldo's in the game. That's another form of marketing. It seemed like they put a ton of money towards just like that, but as far and then it's visually pleasing as far as like it's art styling and stuff like that when you're playing in the game. But like I said, like the menu options like those, different stuff like that, it's like that's ugly. But that's just my opinion. What do you gentlemen think about it? Oh, we can go with MC Maze.
you know, from what I've seen so far online, it's the reception for this beta is a lot better than the first one, which is good because we're getting kind of to the finish line, and it would help if like your game was, you know, getting some positive press, and maybe that you have some way to differentiate yourself from, you know, some other games that aren't doing quite so well. So I mean, that's a big step in the right direction. As far as rollback goes, man, when people say rollback, all I can say is, bro, just you might want to ditch like the hamster on the wheel for your internet service provider, because that might help you in the long run. That's just my opinion. I've seen some of the combos people are doing online. I mean, some of these combos look ridiculous. It seems like people are having a lot more fun with it, which I mean, I can appreciate because yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Like when you break it all down, if you're not having fun playing the game, then what's the point? So I don't know, man. I was already going to buy the game regardless, you know, just because I wanted to support. But even like based on what I've seen of what other people's experiences have been, it looks like, you know, they've come a long way. Now, I mean, as far as the menus are concerned, I mean, they could look better. I mean, they definitely could be better, but what are you going to do, right? I mean, like you were kind of alluding to earlier, like I'll navigate like the not so great looking menus as long as the actual product is good. You know, like I'll take a hit on like the visual in the menu if I only have to be there for like a couple minutes per day. Like that's fine. But like if I'm in the heart of the game, if that's what's really good, then I'll be all right, man. Like everything should be fine. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually really interested, to be honest, to hear what Mr. Game and Lift has to say, since he actually got his hands on it. So I'll pass it off to him to hear what he has to say, actually.
Hey,
Say something legit.
Where's my
something legit. Don't say no craziness.
Oh, it's right there. All right. I'm looking right into the camera. Interface, trash, garbage. Menus, garbage.
Buttocks.
I said from the first beta. So I was hoping that something of that would change, but I get it. It's like it's really kind of too close at this point to really change something like that, I feel. But I gotta say, like, now that I think about it more and playing the beta again and going to training mode, this is another thing that got me in training mode, like the interface, like the option menus. How is the way that the main way that the consumer, the gamer that interacts with your video game? It's through the interface. That's how I navigate a game. If that's not great, like that's going to affect the experience of the game. If I'm having a cumbersome time traversing your game, that's a problem, because that's gonna, like, all the different little stuff that putting in the friend code. I didn't do lobbies this time, but I would assume they're probably the same, where it's like a mouse cursor appears at the bottom right of the screen, but all the stuff that you're supposed to hit is at the top left of the screen. I have to move the mouse all the way to the top left. That makes the game a harder, more cumbersome experience. So I'm not the biggest fan of the interface still. It doesn't look that great. When you have compared to Tekken 8, you compare it to Street Fighter 6, they have really good menus. Even I'm not a big fan of MK1's interface and stuff. The text doesn't look that great, but it's even better than this. That's one thing it's still laggy. Like I still don't understand how we have laggy interfaces. Training options, because that's what I spend most of my time in training mode, because I was doing combos, trying to get out combo videos. And you know, last time the beta ended like later on in Monday, but it ended like exactly that morning. So I was like, I didn't even really get to do much because I was at work most of the time. But so there's going from like your training options back to the game options. It's just this weird thing where instead of it like being separate, it's like they combine it. So like it's just like I just don't understand why the menus are so weird. Playing the game online, I did play a few online matches. It wasn't as big of a wait this time. Like at first it was. Like at first I was like,
I was wondering about that. Like how the load times? Like, are we still black screen between rounds?
I didn't have any of that. I will say the connection for me was not as good this time. I had better connection the first beta.
Oh wow.
There was a lot of people doing some little glitchy teleporting and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if it was just on their end. I mean, on my end, it was like the connection was like maybe 50 ms or something like that. It wasn't too crazy. I never got anything higher than like maybe 70. But every time I play somebody, it was hard to fight people because they're just glitching. And this game, like people are doing like faint cancels and strings like that. They're doing faint block strings, and it looks weird when you're trying to react to something and trying to say, okay, is it my turn yet? Because I didn't look at all the frame data, so sometimes you're still guessing. But I had a lot of some matches that were just not that great, and I don't, like I said, the first beta, the connection for me wasn't the problem. I did run into like a few hundred ms plus matches, and of course those would be bad, obviously. But just like normal, I never got anything like higher than like 70s, and a lot of those matches was like kind of iffy. I don't know. I still think there needs to be some work done. That's just me personally. But I mean, the game is about to come out soon, and I'm kind of, now that we just talked about Ronaldo, I'm kind of hoping that Ronaldo, because it's like they show Ronaldo after the first beta, after everybody had put out their complaints and stuff, and all of a sudden it's just like, hey, we got Ronaldo though. So I hope it's not one of those things where they're like, yeah, we know this, we know we got some stuff ain't the greatest, but hey, we got Ronaldo, right? So I'm hoping it's not one of those things where they just try to show him real quick after that first beta before the second beta and be like, hey, I know things ain't looking too great, but we got Ronaldo. So that's gonna band-aid all the other issues we got. Also, they added some different stages this time. And my only concern about that is that you didn't put that stage in that you had problems with the first time. So did you fix it, or did you just take it out so we wouldn't see it again? And then when the game come out, we still gonna have that stage, the train stage, which was laggy, the FPS was wild. So I'm a little concerned about that one. Because it's like, if you should have kept that stage in and say, hey, we fixed it, but instead you took it out. So did you fix that stage?
They did the same thing for KOF 13 Global Match. A lot of people was talking about like the different stage issues. That's the game was, period. And there was like a lot of those issues were the stages. So that was like, we just taking them out the game. Like they just gone.
Okay, so maybe they did just take the stage out completely. I mean, I think that's a good decision. But I'm thinking like, is that stage still going to be in the game, or did y'all just take it out of the second beta? Be like, hey, they won't, don't worry about it. And then you get the full game, be like, wait, this stage is still at like running at like 10 FPS in the background. But yeah, I'm having fun with the game again, gameplay wise, the combos and stuff. I will say, I do think the combo system to me so far is a little more limited than I thought it would be. It's the structure of it is pretty, like, for now, at least for now, it's kind of set in stone. Like if you do a combo, you're allowed to do just about every version of that special move in a combo. If you do like with Kind, you do light fireball, you can do heavy fireball, then you can do EX fireball, but you can't do anything else after that. So it's like there's kind of a set structure, and I kind of thought this game would be a little more wild with the combos. You can get some wild stuff, but it's like there's a set structure to it from what I'm seeing so far. I'm not saying I'm the combo master, but I have dived into some games and I can find stuff pretty quickly. So from what I've seen so far, it's like once you use all your moves, that's it. You ain't no like I'm gonna do this extra. Like you gotta set, there's like a certain set structure you have to go through, which is not bad because there's still some really cool stuff you can do in this game. I'm excited, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I'll say that.
I think I hear the stuff you're saying with the complaints and stuff like that, but at this point I'm just kind of like, I don't want to say I'm like, oh well, but I'm just kind of like, man, at least y'all made the main thing the main thing. So like the game can come, yeah, we got to deal with like sucky menus and stuff that might be a little bit hard to like navigate and stuff like that. But once you in it though, like everybody's having a fun time, it's a good time, like. And like you said, like I was hearing people saying that like the connections wasn't as like fantastic, but it's like the matchmaking had gotten better. So hopefully, like we're seeing that y'all can make like, because we did. Being honest, before we kind of thought going into the second beta, like, man, I don't know if that's enough time for y'all to change stuff. We've seen that y'all able to like do some shifts in this small amount of time. So we got less than a month till the thing comes out. So if you could tweak the connection just a little bit, people seem to be satisfied with the matchmaking. So I'm just happy the main thing is being the main thing, because like I said before, you can have those issues of just like, oh, this is this and this and that, but look, If your online is bad and just the game in general, people just don't have fun with it, like it's dead on arrival. Like you could have, the best net code in the world. You could have this net code, GGPO, everything that Riot is about to have. Like it wouldn't matter because one, we don't have fun, or two, two is like the matchmaking or some other stuff is happening that is like we just can't get past. So I'm just glad that they went on ahead and fixed the stuff that we was asking for. I'm glad those load times you said got better because that was just ugly, ugly deterrent of just like, man, I'm playing the game, but most of the time I'm just sitting there just do. I mean, could you imagine like you in mid tourney, like y'all fighting and stuff like that, momentum high, like things are clenched, everybody just sweating. Like, and then next thing you know, in between rounds, you waiting like 5 to 10 seconds. Like that's a momentum killer. We trying to hop in and get this going. So I'm glad that got fixed. But anything you want to add, MC Mason?
Yeah, I wanted to ask Mr. Game and Lift a couple questions. Mr. Game and Lift, how many characters were available for you to play when you were playing the beta?
I think it's 9 right now, 8 or 9, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And how many characters did you get to actually play with? Like, how many did you play with while you were playing? Like, how many did you use?
Like ranked, I just mainly played that's basically my main. But I messed around with Preacher, Terry, and Vox in training mode. So a total of 4 characters I got to mess with in training
Why would
mode.
you do that?
Jeez.
Terry. I hate Terry in this game so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one we're gonna be part of my next. Like, so did you like Kine, right? So, like that's the character. Like, is you think like when the game comes out, that's what you're gonna be using basically when the when the game drops? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you would say that you don't like Terry then?
No, well, he's just annoying to fight against. I feel like I don't know
Oh,
now.
okay.
Right now, I feel like the annoying characters is Preacher, Terry. Some people say Vox is not good. I feel like Vox is kind of annoying too, but people say Kine's broken. I think he's definitely good. I don't know if he's necessarily broken. He got because his invincible DP sucks. Literally, you just jump over him and it just whips. And he's just like, hey, I'm open for a combo because I also throw a fireball out there my DP, even if it whips. Come punch me in my face. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing Kine.
Okay, cool.
Terry was in the top 300 ranked character representations.
That doesn't surprise
so out
me.
of the top 300 characters, 58 of them was Terry. Then after him, you got Rock. And
that
so
surprise me
they
either.
released that graphic yesterday.
That's Batman and Robin right there. Terry and Rock. Yeah,
I'm not certain, but I'm calling it right now. Terry's gonna be a problem in this game.
Oh yeah,
we'll see. We have to see.
Then that means it's a problem with the game.
I mean, your poster boy should be good.
Yeah, he should at least be decent. So I mean, yeah, that's not surprising.
I mean,
Like I
I
said,
argue he
Batman and
shouldn't be a
Robin.
poster, but I'll take another time to clown that man.
I mean, look, at least he's not wearing like. I mean, I don't know. I like this outfit, the outfit he wears, and like his outfit in this a lot more than the one he normally wears with like the baseball cap and the ripped.
He got the RE4 Leon Kennedy jacket on, man.
I'm good on that.
The GameCube is coming to Switch Online plus expansion pack for the Switch 2, and Soul Calibur 2 is in there.
Oh wow,
that's some good news.
They
just announced Street Fighter 6 is coming to the Switch 2, so that's some the news I saw.
That's another one of Max's predictions. So he got some gift subs to give out.
Another James Bond title is coming to the Switch 2. Okay, yeah, this Switch 2 looking it's looking like I'm finna come up with a reason to buy my kids some video games. Like, babe, I'm telling, like, look, like, Joel, he just, it'd be good for him. All the time, right. I got James Bond in the cart.